Bright costumes, loud drums, people dancing in the streets all night.
And a huge rainforest with monkeys, colorful birds, and one of the biggest rivers in the world.
Yes, today we're talking about Brazil. Welcome to the Alp English Podcast. My name is Julia.
And my name is Pedro. This episode is for B1 to B2 level English learners. We'll speak at a natural but clear speed and explain some useful words as we go.
So, let's travel to Brazil with our ears. First, where is Brazil?
Brazil is in South America. It is the largest country on the continent and the fifth largest in the world. It shares borders with almost every South American country except Chile and Ecuador. The capital is Brasilia, but the biggest city is São Paulo. Another very famous city is Rio de Janeiro. Brazil has more than 200 million people, so it is a very big and diverse country.
The official language of Brazil is Portuguese, not Spanish. Brazil was a colony of Portugal, so people speak a Brazilian form of Portuguese. If you listen carefully, you will hear that Brazilian Portuguese is musical and full of rhythm. Because the country is so big, the climate and landscape change a lot. Tropical rainforest in the Amazon, dry areas in the northeast, and long beaches on the Atlantic coast.
What is daily life like in Brazil?
In big cities like São Paulo and Rio, life is busy. Many people live in apartments, take buses or the metro, and work in offices or shops. Traffic can be heavy, and the cities are full of noise and movement.
In smaller towns and in the countryside, life is calmer. People might work on farms, take care of animals, or grow coffee, sugarcane, and other crops. Family is very important. On weekends, many Brazilians meet with relatives and friends to eat together, often with a churrasco, that is a Brazilian barbecue.
Churrasco means different pieces of meat cooked on a grill, sometimes on big metal sticks. People also eat rice and beans very often. Rice and black beans are a classic Brazilian combination. Another famous Brazilian dish is feijoada. Feijoada is a thick stew made with black beans and different cuts of meat, served with rice and vegetables. It is heavy, but very tasty.
Brazil is also a country of music and dance. One famous style is samba. Samba has strong drums and fast rhythm. People dance samba in the streets and in samba schools, especially during Carnival. Carnival is the big festival before the Christian period of Lent. In Brazil, Carnival means parades, bright costumes, huge floats, and millions of people singing and dancing for days.
Another popular style today is funk carioca from Rio and also bossa nova, which is a softer, calmer style of music that mixes samba and jazz. During parties and celebrations, you will probably hear Brazilian music everywhere.
We also have to talk about football. Football is the most popular sport in Brazil. Children play football in the street, on the beach, and in small fields called campinhos. Brazil has won the FIFA World Cup 5 times, more than any other country. Some of the most famous players come from Brazil. For example, Pelé, Zico, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Neymar.
On important match days, many people wear the yellow Brazilian shirt, and some shops and schools even close early. When the national team scores, you can hear people shout "Goal" from many buildings at the same time. Now, let's talk about nature, especially the Amazon. The Amazon rainforest in Brazil is the largest tropical rainforest on Earth. It has thousands of plants and animals, many of them not found anywhere else in the world. The Amazon River is also one of the biggest rivers on Earth by volume of water.
The Amazon is very important for the climate of the planet because the trees take in carbon dioxide and produce oxygen. But there is a problem: deforestation. Deforestation means cutting down large areas of forest. In some parts of Brazil, the trees are cut to make space for cattle, farms, or mines. This is a big environmental challenge for Brazil and for the whole world.
Let's quickly explain a few useful words from this episode. Churrasco, Brazilian barbecue with different cuts of meat. Feijoada, a traditional stew made with black beans and meat. Samba, a fast, rhythmic style of Brazilian music and dance. Carnival, a big festival with parades and costumes before the Christian Lent. Deforestation, when large areas of forest are cut down or destroyed.
You can pause here and repeat these words out loud to practice your pronunciation.
Now, a short review.
Brazil is a huge country in South America, with more than 200 million people. People speak Portuguese, and life is very different from region to region.
We talked about daily life in big cities and in the countryside, about typical food like churrasco, rice and beans, and feijoada, about music and dance, especially samba and carnival, about football and famous players, and about the Amazon rainforest and the problem of deforestation.
If you are learning English at B1 to B2 level, you can listen again, pause when you need, and write down new words or expressions. Here is a question for you. If you visited Brazil, would you prefer to go to the beaches, to Carnival in Rio, or to the Amazon rainforest? Why?
You can write your answer in a notebook or say it out loud to practice speaking. Thank you for listening to the Alp English Podcast.
I'm Pedro.
And I'm Julia.
See you in the next episode.